This is probably one of the finest ranches in the country. I say that for a number of reasons. It's in the northeast Texas Panhandle. It has really the confluence of Mother Nature, good land stewardship, wildlife, water, everything that you want to come together all in one package. And you've got Bobwhite quail, blue quail, mule deer, white-tailed deer, geese, cranes, ducks, you name it. This is a sportsman's mecca, and it's a special place. We have a common theme, and it's about land stewardship, enjoyment of the land and being together, and fellowship and friendship, enjoying all that God puts together like this. And so we've come together for a number of reasons, but I feel like there's a lot coming together for one reason right now, and that's to promote being outdoors and being with your friends.
There's actually frost on the rattling horns this morning, which would be really cool if we can rattle something up. I'm hunting mule deer, Jonathan's hunting white-tailed deer, looking for a management buck. I grew up out in the country where we worked hard, and then we had every opportunity we'd go hunting and fishing, and I knew from the word go that I wanted to be something as a profession to be involved in white-tailed deer or in fishing or in hunting or anything having to do with hunting and guns. So it started back when I was a little bitty kid. Actually started back when I was before I could read, because my mom would read to me from the pages of Field and Stream. And so I had exposure to a lot of different of those early writers many, many years ago. And that really kind of instilled within me that desire to someday to be a writer, to someday experience some of the things that they did. And that kind of led to so many different things that I've been able to do over the last several years. Here she comes. The mule deer to me is one of the most impressive animals there is in North America. When you get a big old buck out there and he's got a 30-inch spread and he's got long tines and all this kind of stuff, when he's standing on a ridge and he's looking at you and he turns his head, he doesn't turn his head, the world underneath him revolves. So it's that fascination that when I love mule deer, and I've had the opportunity to work with mule deer in terms of wildlife biologist, in terms of research. And when this hunt opportunity came along, I'm going, there's any way I can be there, I want to do that. And I knew a little bit about this area as well too, as far as mule deer were concerned.
I mean, this is an iconic ranch. You know, not just this Canadian river valley here and the Panhandle of Texas, but this specific ranch. Everything points to quail. Like all of the management practices for the last 25 years have pointed to improving the quail. And so the quail hunting on this place right now is spectacular. We just happen to, you know, be blessed to enjoy it for a couple of days.
I am pumped right now. My heart is racing. That's awesome. Good stuff, Justin. Good stuff. Quail in the Panhandle, can't beat it.
Mule deer, particularly the does, have a huge maternal instinct, probably more so than what the white-tailed deer does. I learned a long time ago that I could take a predator call. This goes back, oh my gosh, 40 plus years. That I could take a varmint call and sound somewhat like a fawn in distress, and mule deer would respond. And here we are in the fall. You know, the fawns were born in the spring, but that maternal instinct is still there. And even we had does that were obviously at the peak of estrus, where those bucks were chasing them, and you would think that they were, no, I'm thinking about something else. But guess what? We started making that sound, trying to imitate somewhat, as best as we can, what a mule deer fawn sound like. Here they would come, and they would come at a run.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I'm telling
40 yards, 7 of them.
He is about a year away from being a shooter. I'm trying to get the next one a little bit closer for you, John. He is right at a 160, if not better.
That's a big deer.
Yeah, I mean, Larry's just he's an icon in our space. You know, I graduated from Texas A&M with a degree in wildlife biology in 1994, and he was already a legend then. You know, both of us consider, you know, this concept of optimization over maximization. And so, you know, as a landowner or, you know, stewarding a resource like this, I think we both see it the same way. If we're just trying to maximize quail or maximize deer, something else is going to be a lower priority, right? Something else is going to lose out. If we're looking at it through a lens of optimization, that's where the plants come to play. Like, these management practices and stewardship of this country benefits all these other things, you know? And so even though I might be pointed at quail and Larry might be pointed at deer, and our actions from a management perspective are pointed at those things, we're benefiting a lot of other things.
Daddy taught me how to sit in a duck blind underneath Mississippi flyway. Even if the birds don't fly today, there's a cold front coming from the northern states.
It's really hard these days to unplug, and I think we're all in our own bubbles, especially since COVID. I mean, I think that it's hard to get out and meet new people and find people that you have shared hobbies with, and I think that's what the goal of this whole weekend was, and I think it was a huge success. I mean, the fact that very few of us knew each other. I mean, I think that's what's special about getting outside and really getting outside like this, getting a campfire, getting the tents out, letting your phone die, unplugging, because it makes you talk to people. I mean, if we had our phones right now and we had service, I think we wouldn't have hung out as much as we have. And so getting to watch Justin and see why he loves the birds, why he loves the dogs. So you got the quail side and the upland side with Justin and Larry talking about the deer, and I think there's a shared love of the outdoors. And I think Larry would be the first one to say that Larry probably knows more about whitetail hunting than anybody in the world, and he talks about it's the basics. You know, it's the simple things, and even he doesn't know everything, and so it's fun to see him out here trying to learn, but also trying to pass on to the next generation. And I think this whole group here, there's a shared love of the outdoors, and how do we grow this? How do we get more kids outside? How do we get more fathers and sons getting outside to hunt? And it's a scary thing for a lot of people if you don't have a dad or an uncle or, you know, a friend who's willing to say like, hey, I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to show you how to whitetail hunt, or I'm going to show you how to duck hunt. It can be a really intimidating process.
I know he was trying to do the best job that he could, and he loves my mama well, set us up right when we fell.
much more civilized. You don't have to get up early. You don't have to deal with the cold weather. Generally, the duck hunting, like if we were quail hunting, we'd still be asleep right now. It's 5:55 in the morning. So, I hope it's worth it.
Had 2 unexpected mallard shoots. This morning was really cool, especially considering there wasn't a whole lot of wind. And Guy from Wild Rose Kennels really put it on with the dogs. And man, I feel like the mallards that we had committed. They worked in and worked hard.
What's cool about this experience is like when you're usually hunting and stuff, it's like you're like, man, I want to go get this done. But what I realize, you know, is that it's the whole experience matters. The people that I'm with is like, that's it. And then you're almost rewarded by going and looking over your shoulder and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
It was waiting.
It was waiting.
And waiting and waiting. You're like,
literally,
this is what I'm supposed to shoot.
At us.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Sometimes the good Lord just puts things at the right place at the right time, and you got to take advantage of it when it happens.
I feel like this is like, it's kind of a holy moment. I mean, it really is.
See where you go.
I got there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Came here and it's like, oh, you just got this and you still have an hour, and like, I'm so glad you didn't not take advantage of the moment with your friends to see the wildlife and experience and wonder what was going on and what's going to happen and things like that with these other things that make up the whole ecosystem. That's what's going through my mind right now.
Heck yeah.
One of my goals in life is also to try to take a really big mule deer.
There's a decent sized buck over that way. Could see a little bit of mass. I think he's past his ears maybe. I can't tell anything about points or height. But he's a big bodied deer. You get it, brother.
Yeah.
Hello. Guess which buck he is. That is fantastic. What an absolutely fabulous day. Hunting with the Bird Dog Adventures on properties that they take care of and take hunters and work with in every aspect, and had a day to where we called up, oh my gosh, probably 50 or 60 mule deer, including a whole bunch just a little while ago we saw this one. This one was a really old, nice buck, and it's just too good to pass up. Called that one from a long way off. That's what I wanted to do, is see if we could spot one off in the distance. And that's probably 600 to 800 yards from here to there. And we had him in our lap. Talk about fun. This is fun.
I think the sky's the limit for Field and Stream and Bird Dog. I think it starts with our friendships with one another, the leadership teams, and then kind of casting a vision for all of the Bird Dog folks and all the Field and Stream readers to actually go take what you're reading and get to put it into practice. And so we want to get guys and gals out on a place like this and have many memories that you can create around the campfire. And we're sleeping in teepees. It's like 19 degrees. It's really cold. We get up and there's a fire there. We have coffee and we get to go out. and there's something special that we want to recreate. I mean, we're going to do this a ton. We're going to do this in hunting, we're going to do this in fishing, we're going to be outdoors, and it's going to really impact people's lives. And I think these friendships and these brands that are very important are really going to make a big impact in this country. I can't wait for this partnership to continue to move forward.